Hello, people of the internet. This is Crasher05 reporting live, and wow, it's been a while since I did something like making YouTube videos. Now, let me explain my situation on my life, since this is gonna be a new year who dis kind of thing soon, since New Year's is on the horizon. And yes, one of us is excited for that game, but I had been far behind on making videos since I've been busy playing my video games that I kind of forgot about, or couldn't make my projects into what I want to make since I have a job and boy is it fun. Despite that, I have something that's been bothering me besides Kappa, but I'll explain that later. But for now, let me tell you what is going on. Okay, for starters, I got myself a new computer that can use capture cards since I borrowed a computer for editing since I started on YouTube. But even so, I wanted my own to get things and doing my work without breaking the one I borrowed since fear is a part of me. And the computer is used, it still lasted long, which is amazing. And sure, it's $500, but I'd rather have my own instead of having an outdated one so I can begin. That's where my first problems began. I transferred most of my photos, videos, programs, and files I had on the old computer and gave them to my new computer, Negro. I know it's silly, but it's still good to name things. As I was saying, he doesn't recognize all the programs that I have, which makes sense since he's a new computer and it was hard getting them and buying the editing program that is outdated on my old computer. Which just stink because I had programs that are still missing some photos or videos that are made to it. And it's just making me lose my mind for a bit and trying to find some ways to relax for a bit since I'm not huge on YouTube. I just wish my program aren't missing, but what can you do actually? On another note, I was about to make a Halloween video detailing the top 10 creepy characters in video games, which would have been fun, but that plan was immediately cancelled because a relative of mine was sleeping for a month, which is why you couldn't see the video, to which I apologize for skipping Halloween because it hurts to not talk about the Halloween creepers. But even so, I try my best to being active. However, my enthusiasm has reached its limit because of editing Kingdom Hearts 3 was the straw that broke the camel's back. It has no previous work on it, which made me disheartened of my work being gone, which led to burnout, which is not a fun time, let me tell you. But I did my best to overcome these problems on my own, and my friends have been fun to hang with, which explains the lost time that happens. But it's better to have fun than burnt to a crisp by your own work, as I was struggling to make my story videos, which I had to scrap because I began to hate one video I was working on for months. Basically, it's about my computer. And I was playing my games to keep my head in the green after all the problems we have to deal with, which is a lot in my surprise in a couple of months, to be honest. But despite that, I was not in the mood to work for some days, so I decided to react to Nintendo Directs, which still gave us a laugh or two. And before we got extra busy, we decided to react to the Game Awards. Big mistake. We got so bored during the awards. So bored, we decided to skip forward many times since we're not the only ones who did that. No new information, no Final Fighter details, and no Animal Crossing. But it's not the end until I talk about the elephant in the room, and it's about the FTC and Kappa. And I don't know about the whole mess, but my boss explained everything in details I can understand. And frankly, it's not looking good for us in our opinion. We are a gaming channel, but the rules sent by the FTC is just too vague back then before the update. Even though it's updated, I can't help the feeling of getting freaking scared because even though it says we're not for kids, yet they could see our content is made for children, they could find anyone who could be a potential victim $42,000 per video. I wish that was a joke, but no, it's serious. And as I was thinking on what to do, we decided to private our channel so we could avoid the backlash that's gonna happen. If that's ever gonna happen, I mean, come on. On the 29th, which is tomorrow, actually that could be today, yeah, that's today. We'll private our channels and block our videos until we see what happens. But if you still like my stuff even though I haven't been active, let me know on this video before we're gone. And if YouTube is good and not terrible, we'll get back on it. But for now, let us know what to do if YouTube is not the option. This is Crasher05, signing off.